Hey, check this out. Our next guest is a leading actress. She has played opposite Brad Pitt, Russell Crowe, Jared Leto, just to name a few, you know. And she is starring now as a strong-willed homicide detective in the FX series The Bridge. Welcome, award-winning actress Diane Kruger. Welcome to our show, Diane. You look fabulous.
Hi.
We're so happy to have you. So we're talking about The Bridge. It's season 2. Just to tell our viewers a little bit about the show, it's a crime thriller. So you guys are dealing with drugs and corruption on the U.S. and Mexican border. Total thriller. I mean, just from watching clips yesterday when we were expecting to have you on the show, I'm already hooked. I'm like, man, I got to dive into this and catch up. Tell us what drew you to the show. Why do you like it so much?
Oh, I like it for all of those reasons you just mentioned. I think it's a very timely show, obviously, with what's happening constantly in those border towns, but especially right now. I find myself very curious about, you know, the problems and issues. What I like mostly about this season is we're really are trying to shine a light on the American involvement in what is going on and who really benefits from the corruption and from, you know, the money laundering or drug cartels. And the challenge forever for the show is trying to be very neutral and not to, you know, point fingers to say, oh, it's so much better in the U.S. and it's all Mexico's fault.
Right.
We really are trying, you know, to make the Mexicans feel like they're well represented. A part of the show is, by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but is in Spanish. So it's an interesting show. I'm curious about it.
Diane, it all sounds great, and I can't wait to see it. But you play a cop with Asperger's syndrome, and that really makes for a more interesting character in a few ways. Can you tell us about Sonia Cross?
Yes, well, Sonia has Asperger's, which is a form of autism. I didn't know very much about what that is or what it means to live with Asperger's, so that's been a great challenge for me to try and read up and do justice to that very peculiar syndrome. People who have Asperger's can be socially awkward or appear socially awkward. They are seemingly cold or distant, but they really are not. It's just a delay in behavior. So it's it makes for interesting times on set, and it's a very neat character to play. I love Sonia, and she's very unique and, you know, just fascinating to get to know.
And Diane, I love you mention that social awkwardness because your character, although she's a cop, there is a sensitivity in Sonia. We've got a clip. Let's take a look real quick.
I don't want it.
I'll take it.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. Can't leave him here. I gotta go.
Diane, I've heard you say in previous interviews when you're talking about your character Sonia that her passion is crime and the people who commit crime and why they do it. And I'd love to know for you, outside of acting, what's your passion?
Oh gosh, so many. I'd say travel, probably. I love discovering new countries. I'm a big explorer. I love to go hiking and camping. So that's really my passion. As soon as I'm, you know, done with a job or I have free time, I usually pack a backpack. I like to go to a country and don't make reservations anywhere and just just go and explore.
So today on the show, we're talking about confrontation. What's been the best confrontation scene you've had on The Bridge so far?
Well, I think there's a really cool second, you know, supporting character this season, played by Franka Potente, a fellow German, with the name of Eleanor Nacht, and she's a fascinating woman, and maybe the fact that they're both women makes it even a little bit more interesting because they're seemingly so opposite of what certainly what they do, but also who they are. And throughout the season, we come to understand how similar in a way they are. And so we do this little dance all season until we finally meet, and it was a great day for me to sort of play those scenes. They're really interesting.
It's so cool. I gotta tell you, I love seeing all these networks come out with their own original series. As an actress, I mean, how are you liking seeing this kind of trend? I mean, I know you guys do movies and you love them, but it's gotta be exciting to work for these original series. I mean, there's so much creative stuff happening on television right now.
Oh yes, it's a very exciting time. I feel incredibly grateful to be part of what's going on. The industry is changing. You know, a lot of those studios make big tentpole films and big action movies, and a lot of the great drama, the great stories are being told on television now. And there's so much more work, and there's so many great talents, not just actors, but also filmmakers, writers that are gravitating toward that medium. So I feel blessed that I get to be part of that.
Well, we're super excited that you are part of it as well. So thank you for taking time out to talk to us about the show. The Bridge Season 2 can be seen Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on FX. Thank you again, Diane. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.